My name is Carl Colonius, and I'm the co-founder and executive director of Rocky Mountain Youth Corps. The piece that you're watching is part of Rocky Mountain Youth Corps' mission to engage youth in community. Our Corps members represent the communities we serve, and Rocky Mountain Youth Corps' role is to give Corps members a voice in community.
It is about that reciprocal recognition. Good afternoon. My name is Tony Wright. I'm a Service Learning Coordinator for Rocky Mountain Youth Corps, and I'll be the moderator for this afternoon's forum. On behalf of Rocky Mountain Youth Corps and the youth of Taos, I would like to thank you for joining us this afternoon. To the candidates, thank you for your effort to reinforce the fact that youth voices do indeed matter. To the youth, thank you for showing a vested interest in the future of your community. To all those who want to say that the youth of today are complacent and they don't care, you are proving exactly how absurd those statements are. Finally, to the organizers and observers, thank you for your participation and support. We ask that at this time, please turn all ringers for your cell phones off if you have forgotten to do so. In an effort to make sure that all voices are heard, we will be adhering to a strict format, and we ask all participants and observers to comply with the guidelines as set. The format and regulations for this afternoon's forum are as follows. First, and most important, this is a youth forum. Only those 25 and under will be addressing candidates this afternoon. If you're over 25, we respectfully request that you refrain from active participation and instead participate by hearing the concerns of Taos youth and the response of their candidates.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Bobby Duran, and I am the mayor at this time. And first of all, I want to thank you all for coming. You know, it's good that you get involved in the process, you know, and exercise your right to vote. It's very important that you exercise your right to vote. Because there's elections that I've seen that have been won with one vote. I won an election countywide one time with 20 votes. So it's very, extremely important that you register to vote and exercise your right to vote.
Mr. Sanchez?
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for being here this afternoon. My name is Gene Sanchez, as you know by now. It is very important to vote, and it is a privilege. It's an honor, and make sure you exercise that privilege.
The vision of Rocky Mountain Youth Corps is a community that values youth and youth that value community. Part of Rocky Mountain Youth Corps' role is to give Corps members an opportunity to speak directly to political candidates, to speak to community leaders and stakeholders. So giving our Corps members this opportunity by convening a forum, candidates for town council, candidates for our mayor. It also gives our town leaders an opportunity to hear directly from youth. This is a series of events that Rocky Mountain Youth Corps has helped to convene over the last few years. There was an opportunity for young people to present their issues directly to town leaders. There's also an opportunity for town leaders to put questions to youth. This is part of what we feel makes a healthy community. Youth that feel valued, that feel listened to, are less likely to act out in ways that town leaders would feel is disruptive to what they want for a healthy community.
The question is, you all have heard of the big problem with gangs, drugs, violence, and a high percentage of young youth death. What have you guys done, or what are you guys planning to do about this very big problem? If elected, specifically explain what you're going to do about this problem.
I was just making sure that I just want to cover all the points that you guys addressed in that. This is a two-part thing, guys. We have to work together as leaders and as a community. At 18 years old, you all are adults. So the law doesn't distinguish young adult or anything else. You all are adults. You are responsible for yourselves. You have to get out, make your own living according to the law. So we need your support in that. We need you guys to take responsibility for the people that you know that are selling drugs. Report them. For the people that you know are abusing, report them. This is what we need from you guys. We need your input. Our duty is to provide a good, strong police force that treats fairly and equally to you. and we have to be able to provide these police that are trained in stopping gangs, and that's where our responsibility is. So working together on that, we can do these things.
And if us youth do not have stable family, like one of I'm saying, where do we turn to? We don't have facilities that can help us out here. We don't have I'm speaking for myself. I never graduated high school. I don't have nowhere to go. We don't, like, young youth here don't have a future for them here. There's nothing that people honestly look forward to doing in this town. All my youth that I know I've talked to honestly want to leave the town because there's nothing for us here that will better our lives.
I believe Mr. Cordova had a response.
I really sympathize with, because that is what's going on in our community, and unfortunately we've lost our identity. Our youth has lost our identity, and unfortunately there is youth that have come from broken homes and they find identity in gangs and violence. We need to step in, and we need to show leadership at our police department also. We can't have police officers in jail as well. I mean, when we see that, leadership starts at the top. And when our gangs are seeing chaos going on in our police department, well, then we become complacent, and we need to address that leader and get a strong leader, a strong chief that's going to be in the trenches, fighting on your behalf, so that you're not pressured to fall into these gangs' hands, because they're pressuring you. If you're not a part of their gang, then they're criticizing you because you're wanting to do something more positive. And that's a pressure that I realize that the youth have, and I will do everything in my power to enhance the police department and get a gang task force. Not let's talk around the community and see what we can do, but aggressively do it. That we need to show these gangsters that we're not going to tolerate this.
David, did you have a question?
Hi, I'm Molly. I'm representing Rocky Mountain Youth Corps, crew number 6. I'm also a resident of the Dream Tree Project, and we were talking about this meeting yesterday, actually, and one of the questions that I thought was really good was, and this is directed to the candidates at large, what are your thoughts on aiding community members who have been convicted of felonies gain employment?
For this program? I just figured it was one of the things that fell through the cracks, and I continue to support the Dream Tree, and I think that anybody who's made a mistake in the past is certainly deserving of additional help and given another chance.
More questions? We did have a question from an audience member that wanted a show of hands of the youth who are, was it eligible to vote? Yes. Who are eligible to vote this evening?
Thank you.
Thank you. We'd also like to thank the youth who participated, apologize to the youth that did not get their questions answered. But we appreciate you all being here and showing your dedication to your community and your world. And your opinions, your voice, it does matter. We hope you see that this evening. And once more, we'd like to thank the candidates and all those who worked hard to organize it. Thank you.